Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on the Ironman profile. Today we have some ridiculously expensive and tedious composter upgrades and crop milestones we're going to hit, but there's something that kind of happens a little insane as soon as I logged on today. You guys are going to have to wait and see what that was. It was actually ridiculous, so if you're excited for that, some RNG related stuff, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, but without further ado, let's jump right into today's episode. Super quickly though, if you do ever find yourself checking out the Hypixel store, whether it be for an ongoing or upcoming fire sale, or you just need some Skyblock gems for some booster cookies or the seasonal bundles over at Taylor's shop, don't forget to use my career code on checkout. It is code Zach, spelled just like my name, Z-A-C-H. If you type that in on checkout, you will actually save 5% on your purchase. It's a great way to support myself and the channel. I do greatly appreciate everyone using my code. You guys are seriously so amazing. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. I have been farming melons, lots of melons, mainly because I need squash, obviously, and squash is not the easiest thing to get. We need 64 for our next composter upgrade. We're currently sitting at 51, which isn't bad. But I did also hit a melon milestone. We are now melon 34, which isn't too bad at all. We have, 12 more milestones to go until we're maxed. Unfortunately, we're only 43.9% actually done with melon, so we have quite a long way to go. But something I did get, actually, is as I press tab, you can see the Mave visitor. So that is a mythic visitor right there. And the reason why that's so good is because now, the next time it goes to roll for a mythic visitor, it can't be Mave unless I accept it, obviously. So I'm going to leave Mave there so that hopefully we get the Ravenous Rhino next. That's the plan. Still insane, though, because this is like the only Mave or mythic visitor I've gotten in both times that Finnegan has been Minister. So I've been very unlucky with it, but I'm going to do my best to make sure that I don't accept Mave's offer yet. Going to leave her there so that it's not a chance of getting another Mave. Instead, I will get Ravenous Rhino. Kind of unfortunate that I got Mave this time, but it is what it is. And hopefully the next one, or relatively soon at least, we can actually see that Rhino, because I need like 10 Dedication 4 books, and right now we have none. Okay, Alex Offie actually just put a guild party. I was just farming, and I actually do have one skeleton key, and he is a Vanguard room. So we're going to test our luck and see how we do here. But please, just give us the locket. Boom. Citron crystal. Okay, that's actually not bad. I'll actually take that, as well as the book. 25,000 powder. Flawless Peridot. That's actually nice. Tungsten keys. Glacite amalgamations. Honestly, pretty good key. It says minus 17 mil, but the stuff we got is actually useful, so not bad at all. So a few updates since we last checked in. I've actually been farming a ton of melon and various other crops to make sure I can take care of visitors. Our visitor milestones are slowly but surely going up. We're now at 4,242 visitors accepted. Working our way towards 5K, which is the halfway mark for the garden. However, because I've been farming so much melon, in fact, like I've almost got up a whole nother milestone since we last checked in, 82% of the way to the next one. If we go ahead and look, I do have 95 squash. So that is enough for basically 1.5 of these two upgrades. And I think we're going to go and do this one right now. The one that requires 96 mutant netherwort, 64 squash, and 2,000 copper. Something that I did way back when we actually farmed a ton of netherwort was I actually set it all aside. All this netherwort here is everything we need to max out the composter, which is super nice. So I say we go ahead and do that. It's going to cost us, as I said, 2,000 copper. The big thing, 64 squash, but will give us 3 Skyblock XP. So let's go ahead and do this upgrade really quickly. I still need a bunch more squash. As you can see, like these two upgrades are 128 each. This one's 128 now, and this one's still 64. So I'm going to finish this one, and then we have to do one more upgrade 4 times to finish off squash completely. So I need about 9 more stacks of squash, which is a little tedious considering I probably got a little over a stack. I guess a stack and a half of squash from nearly an entire melon milestone. So I basically need to do like 10 more melon milestones worth of farming to actually be able to finish off the composter, which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Something I do want to do really quickly though, because we have 5,756 copper, is I need to finish off these crop upgrades. So I figured we'd do one really quickly. Probably going to go with pumpkin, just because it's probably the crop I harvest the most out of these remaining 4. So let's go and do this. It's going to cost us 4,000 copper again, and it's going to give us 1 Skyblock XP. So let's go and do that. It will give us 5 more pumpkin farming fortune, though. So don't mind if we do. That puts us at 15 out of 100 towards our next Skyblock level. We have 285 more XP to go until level 440. And right now I'm just leaving this Mave here, as I was saying before. So hopefully the next time we get a mythic, it will be a guaranteed Ravenous Rhino. I just can't believe that we haven't gotten one yet. I've seen a lot of people commenting that they've gotten Ravenous Rhinos when it's not Minister Finnegan. I'm pretty sure that only works if you've gotten him. Well, first of all, that's a bug. And second of all, you can like only get him if you've gotten him during Finnegan, like as you've like already cleared off the unique visitor. I haven't yet, so a little unfortunate, but I'm going to get back to farming. We need 32 more squash, and then we can do another composter upgrade. So I decided to head to the crystal nucleus in between finishing my farm and taking care of some visitors because Hoppity is currently going on, which means chocolate rabbits. And my first chocolate rabbit of the event is a divine. That is kind of insane. 10 skyblock XP and an extra level to my employees. And yeah, that is 2 out of 5 now, which is kind of ridiculous considering I don't think I've gotten a single mythic rabbit from a single egg, let alone 2 divines. Like my 2 mythics I've gotten are from shop upgrades. And yeah, we just pulled Divide Rabbit, which is kind of ridiculous. So that does mean that we can actually go ahead and get the max level on these ones up to 222. I have been saving my chocolate right now. I am saving up for something, and we actually did hit 150 billion all-time chocolate, so I can actually get a free epic rabbit. Don't mind if I do. But yeah, I'm currently saving for the fish chocolate, the basically Hoppity's Abbey phone contact. So that's what I'm saving for right now. It'll be 10 skyblock XP as well, but it does cost 50 billion chocolate, and it's been taking a little bit to save for, but I figured I would. Either way, just ridiculous. First rabbit of the day, and it's a divine, which is insane. So I will take that. I'll take my 10 skyblock XP. Hopefully there's more to come. I also need some mythics as well, but yeah, 10 skyblock XP for free. Don't mind if I do. That's actually insane. After farming a bunch of melon again, mainly trying to get squash, we have now hit melon milestone 35. There we go. Another skyblock XP, a little bit of farming XP, and some basically cosmetic garden XP. I actually got a message the other day because of like the sky handy mod I use. It said garden level 25. Yeah, as you can see, it's kind of like going up there up top, but that is not actually real garden XP. That is all cosmetic. It's all overflow. So it is what it is. I'll take it. Yeah, that's another crop milestone. We're now almost 50% done entirely with melon, which is kind of insane. Melon 35, as you can see, I have a lot of melon to farm ahead, though, if we ever want to complete that visitor, being the spaceman. So, not exactly close to done, but in the last, oh my goodness, in the last like 4 million melon I just farmed, I started at 33 squash, and we're up to 38. So that's kind of the equivalent of just how slow it is. And something that was really unfortunate is yesterday I actually ran out of compost, so I had to have my composter go a little bit, but I didn't realize how OP my composter is now because I haven't used it in forever. And I literally put in like just a little bit of stuff, and I already had like 120 compost to grab. So my composter is insanely quick. It's like less than 2 minutes per compost, and it's like 3,280 compost materials per compost, basically. So pretty insane, I'm going to be honest, and nice to know that I can basically just make as much compost as I want very quickly, but something I'm not going to have to use too often, I'm going to be honest, but we can go ahead and take care of this other visitor. I need to go and farm some cactus for Zog over here, but yeah, man, squash is so slow. It's insane. It's really unfortunate, but it is what it is, and yeah, I'm probably going to go farm cactus super quickly just so I can get rid of this visitor. And then it's right back into the melon farm because, my goodness, I need to farm so much of it. So I made a little bit of a mistake. I've been farming melon trying to get squash because I need 64 for this next composter upgrade. And then I realized that this composter upgrade requires cookies. I didn't pay attention to the material at all because cocoa beans also give squash. So it would have made a lot of sense if while I was getting all the cocoa beans required, I was getting the squash at the same time. And the little bit of the issue here is I'm not close to the materials. 192 enchanted cookies is about 24,500 enchanted cocoa beans. I have 700. So I'm going to hop into the cocoa bean farm, but yeah, that kind of sets me back a little bit. I don't know why. I just like the squash is just so tedious. It didn't even cross my mind to look at the resource this time. And, well, now I kind of regret it because I don't know if I'll be able to get all of the squash required, or sorry, all the cocoa bean required in the time I have left for today. So we're going to do our best, trying to get the exact angle I need. Let me set spawn here. Perfect. And now away I go on the cocoa bean farm. But yeah, that's a little bit of a setback, I can't lie, but a good reason to hop into the cocoa bean farm. I've been needing to for a while now. It's probably my worst crop it actually is my worst crop, and it's not close. So I've been farming cocoa beans ever since, and I actually just went up a milestone. What is that, 27? So slowly but surely getting our worst crop up, catching up to cactus a little bit. We're 12% done cocoa beans. Yeah, I don't know. Cocoa beans are probably just my least favorite crop to farm. It's just a little bit more tedious changing lanes. It's not the end of the world, something I can get used to for sure, but nice to see another milestone. Also, as I press tab, we're actually really close to wheat 43, and that is all just from killing fly pests, which is kind of insane, and collecting tightly tied hay bales, or even the hay bales they give, actually slowly but surely levels you up really quickly, so not too bad at all. In terms of our squash and cocoa beans that we need for this last composter upgrade today, though, we actually just hit enough squash. We have 65, which is really good, and for the cocoa beans, we're at 18,000 out of 24,500, so a little bit more to go. I'm going to get to the end of this row, and then as you can see by the spam on my screen, Skyhandy is letting me know that all 3 of my hoppity eggs are ready to be claimed. It's actually been telling me for a little bit, but I wanted to get to that crop milestone. So I'm going to go ahead and kill my pests, do my visitors, go get my hoppity eggs, and then back into the cocoa bean farm because I really want to finish this composter upgrade today. Okay, I farmed cocoa beans for a good while. We need 192 enchanted cookies. So let's go and do recipe cookie really quickly. I should have just enough. I'm going to hop back into the cocoa bean farm after this just so I can build up a little bit of a supply for visitors and so on and so forth. But yeah, we can make 192 of these things, which is, how many stacks even is that? Like 4? 3? It's an insane amount. Yeah, 3 stacks of enchanted cookies. So we have that. We have the 64 squash. We have the 2,000 copper. Let's go and do this upgrade for 3 skyblock XP. There we go. And now 4 of our upgrades are for 128 squash. The one in the center is the last upgrade here, being 14 condensed fermento and 320 enchanted sugarcane, which I don't have the sugarcane. I do have the fermento, but still, that's just absurd. Yeah, our composter's at a little bit of a tricky turning point, if you will. Things don't get easier here, and yeah, that's kind of just how it's going to be for a little bit. But we're going to do our best to push through it, get through some of the tedious ones. Either way, pretty happy with that. Unfortunately, though, I think that is actually all the time I have for today's video. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Use code Zach when you find yourself checking out on the Hypixel store. But without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, and peace out.